Senator Morse, you were invoked there, but we're going to stay on the topic of DCYF with a question from Steve Botori.
Adam, thank you. It was 8 years ago. Chris Sununu ran on improving the Division for Children, Youth, and Families in the wake of several high-profile child deaths in this state. But those deaths are still happening. During Sununu's tenure, Child Protective Service worker caseloads went down from what were unsustainable levels, burning out workers, but the levels are still not optimal even now for child safety. So, Senator Morse, what is your plan to finish the job of this reform?
Yeah, I actually think that the reform should go a step further. Senator Carson actually had a piece of legislation to divide our department, Health and Human Services. I think we should have a division that deals with just children and a division that deals with everything else. That's the way we will solve problems in New Hampshire. We have been working hard to take care of these children, but we need to get more employees into the system. And I think if we had two departments instead of one, we could have commissioners working on what they need to be working on. You know, having a business leader go in and run the state as a governor is a great place to be, because we will solve these problems under having a Governor Morse.
Senator Ayotte, how would you finish the job of the reform?
I agree that DCYF actually should be its own piece, and also with YDC making sure that we protect children, because you want that leader reporting directly to the governor and council as opposed to coming through the larger HHS, which is a very large agency, so there's more accountability. We also need to make sure that there is training and that our people that we're hiring have the right skill sets, but also the supervision is there. So that you have some young people who come into this, they're very well-meaning, they work hard, but making sure that that support is at every single level for the important work they do. And we need to encourage them. We need to review those cases where there have been significant failures. And I know the Manchester Police Department has worked on one of those cases, which was a real tragedy. So bringing law enforcement to the table and saying, what more can we do to improve this system? I plan to do that as governor because we have to. It's really shameful with some of these cases, criminal cases, that have been very high profile and just didn't have to happen, unfortunately.